Title, Wife Scoffed, LOL. You're insecure about a work conference? When I asked why she needed new lingerie for a business trip, I said, not insecure, just observant. She panicked when she realized I'd called her boss to confirm. Start. She laughed in my face when I asked, new lingerie for a work conference? Don't tell me you're that insecure. I didn't flinch. I never do when the truth is close enough to touch. Insecure? I said softly. No, just observant. Her smile faltered, just for a second. That was my first victory, small but telling, because I already knew. For years, I believed in her, believed in us. We built a life together, ritual morning coffees, late-night movies, whispered promises about the future. I trusted her with my heartbeat. I defended her when others doubted her. But love has a way of making you blind. Or maybe it makes you deaf first, deaf to the subtle cracks in tone, the sighs she thought I couldn't hear when I walked into the room. The woman I once saw as my anchor had turned into a stranger I couldn't recognize. The signs were there, if you know where to look. New perfumes she never wore for me, secretive smiles when her phone buzzed, a sudden obsession with work conferences that somehow always required expensive clothes and more time away. But the lingerie bag was the slip. She tried to pass it off as nothing, a careless laugh over the dinner table. You're overthinking, she said. Except I wasn't. That night, after she slept, I checked her itinerary. Something about it felt fabricated, so I called her boss. A calm conversation, no accusations, just a simple question. Is there a company conference next week? There wasn't. There never was. And in that silence, after I hung up the phone, something inside me broke and something sharper replaced it. Pain makes people reckless. I chose precision instead. I didn't shout. I didn't confront her right away. I let her believe she was safe inside her lie, because people reveal more when they think you're blind. I went to the bank, secured my accounts, froze shared cards she didn't know I could freeze. I backed up messages, receipts, every breadcrumb of her fabricated story. Quietly, methodically, I began to carve myself out of her world. She thought she was clever, weaving excuses, but I was already standing on the outside, watching her weave her own noose. The night before her conference, she kissed me lightly, as if the gesture could cover the lie. She left early in the morning, suitcase in hand, phone clutched tight like a lifeline. At the airport, while she boarded her flight to whoever was waiting, my message was already scheduled. Not a confrontation, not a fight, just a single, final truth. There is no conference. We're done. By the time you land, your access will be gone. Consider this my last gift, freedom. I hit send as the plane took off. The timing was surgical. By the time her wheels touched down, the ground beneath her, life was gone. The calls started immediately, first confused, then desperate, then furious. I didn't answer. Her hotel room? Already canceled. Our joint accounts? Locked. Her belongings? Packed and waiting with a friend who owed me enough to handle the delivery. All she had left was her guilt, and a stranger on the other end who suddenly wasn't as exciting without a safety net at home. The last voicemail she left me was a sob, half choked with anger. How could you do this? I almost laughed. How could we didn't meet face to face again? That was deliberate. She wanted drama. She wanted a scene. She wanted to twist the knife by watching me bleed. But I refused to give her that satisfaction. My silence was the loudest answer. My absence was the real confrontation. Because here's the truth. She was expecting a fight. She was expecting me broken, begging, shattered on the floor. Instead, she walked into emptiness. That emptiness was her punishment. Do I regret it? No. Regret belongs to the ones who lose control. I never lost control. I orchestrated every step, like a conductor guiding a symphony toward its final note. I loved her once, but love is trust, and she turned that trust into a weapon. So I took it back, stripped it clean, and left her holding nothing but her own betrayal. When people ask why I didn't try to salvage it, I tell them this. When someone scoffs at your instincts, when they mock your questions with laughter, believe your instincts. The laughter is the tell. She thought she was clever. She thought she was untouchable. But the moment she boarded that plane, she was already free-falling. And I was already gone. Betrayal doesn't break me. It sharpens me. And when the dust settles, I don't need revenge to be loud. I just need it to be permanent.